Queen of the Morning Calm is a film that has been more than 10 years in the making. It follows a young sex trade worker as she arrives in Toronto from Korea, struggling to make a better life for her and her daughter.
Just one more class and I'm done. Babe, I need to talk to you.
It'll wait.
Babe.
It'll wait.
Debra! The rent! Debra!
Stop it! Nothing has turned out the way I wanted it to. Mona?
To talk more about this powerful film, they're joined this morning by the director, Gloria Kim, and the young woman who plays the child in this movie, Eponine Lee. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Gloria, I want to start with you. This is your debut feature. How did this story come to be? I mean, more than 10 years in the making, and it gives a really fulsome picture of the life of a woman who, this is not the life that she chose to enter into the sex trade, but she arrives in this country and is eventually faced with how she feels is no other option as she tries to provide for her family and get ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, this story started coming to me, the character started coming to me about 10 years ago, and I've always had a fairly difficult relationship with my mother, and it was one of those things where the mother and the daughter relationship was so important to me, and I wanted to show something about how like a mother can choose her daughter and become nurturing for her daughter and go through all these lessons. And I also thought it was really important to show how women are for sale and how women's bodies are commodified, and that it's connected to cycles of abuse and poverty and neglect. So it was just one of those things that I just felt really compelled to write and create.
Gloria, some of those themes have been drawn from your personal life as well. How did your personal experience work its way into this film?
I'm a survivor of violence, and so for me, what I noticed as a survivor of violence was kind of patterns of abuse and patterns of neglect. And it's interesting when you start to tell your story and speak to other women about it. I just started noticing how many other women were also survivors of violence, and how, this whole Me Too movement has really, it's come into the fore in the last few years, but it's really across the board been a millennia of women being survivors of violence. So for me, this was just one of those things that like an important story that I knew I had to tell, because there were so many commonalities among so many of the women that I was meeting.
One of the things that's interesting about your film is how you really explore that relationship between mother and daughter, and not just about the sex trade. And Eponine Lee, this is your on-camera debut, and for a child actor, a really heavy subject material. What was it like playing this role?
It was definitely challenging for sure. This is my first feature film and first lead. And I really liked that it was a challenge, though. It was a great opportunity for me to, I guess, practice more of my artistic side, and I think challenge myself in ways that I could never do before. I also really liked that Mona was really naughty. I liked I'm not a naughty kid myself, so, playing a naughty kid was really interesting for me, because I got to steal, I got to run around, I even got to flood a toilet. So it was really cool to see and kind of explore that side of myself.
I love that. Gloria, you've had to release this film during the pandemic. Tell us why that didn't come in the way of your plans for making sure that this story was told, that this film got out there.
Yeah, the cleaning protocols and the COVID protocols at Cineplex are so strict. I read up on all the measures that they were taking, and I thought, especially because they were releasing it in a huge auditorium, it was safe.
We're just looking at a little bit of Mona's character there on the screen. Gloria Kim, I want to congratulate you on a really powerful project, taking such a wholesome look at this story. And Eponine Lee, congratulations on your first lead and feature role. I'm sure we're going to see lots more of you to come. Thanks for being on Your Morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.